Yeah, Chris was special for my career. Was the first person that I was around to really take care of their body, show me the importance of the weight room. He was the standard for a point guard when I was growing up. And obviously, fast forward a couple years, it's one of my closest friends. Honestly, it's sad the way it's happened. I thought he would, get his flowers a little bit differently, but that'll never change what he's done for this game, and I'm proud of him.
The way Chris Paul retired, I think, should be changed. I think he deserves a better way to go out. Obviously, he's a hell of a player, hell of a person. I wouldn't be in the NBA if it wasn't for him telling me to go to the NBA. So I think the way his situation kind of went down, I don't know who's right, who's wrong. That's not my position. But for a Hall of Famer, for a legend, for a point guard like that, who's had such a high impact on our game, for him to kind of go out like that, I think it's definitely tough. And I just wish it handled differently. But I wish him nothing but the best. It's a big brother to me, and it's my guy.
So today, I had a completely different video planned to be published, and then some massive news dropped. Well, at the very least, it's massive to me. And I think one of the sad things is that people are looking at this news and don't necessarily think that it's massive. Chris Paul is officially retiring from the NBA, and the way he went out was just, I don't know how to put it. Sad, devastating, ugly, depressing. This is one of the greatest players in the history of the game. He had 5 assist titles, 6 steals titles. He was an 11-time All-NBA player, 9 All-Defense teams, which very few players have made that happen, and he's been very competitive throughout his years in the NBA. At the beginning of this season, Chris Paul was making his reunion with the Los Angeles Clippers, and it was known that this was going to be his final year in the NBA. So we thought we were going to get a solid farewell tour for CP3. And then the Clippers did what they did, sending him home, and then just recently, he was included in a trade package that sent him to the Toronto Raptors. Now you saw all the edits with him in a Raptors jersey on social media, but the truth is, he never even put that jersey on because they had no intention of keeping him. They just released him today, and then seemingly just moments later, we got the official announcement of his retirement. Now, if you're a young fan of the NBA, and let's say you started paying attention to the NBA at about 2010 or 2011, then I honestly think that you never saw the peak of Chris Paul. As a New Orleans Hornet, this guy was absolutely ridiculous. One of the greatest point guards that I have ever seen in terms of peak. He was leading the freaking Hornets to be a contending team in the Western Conference when the West was arguably the strongest it had ever been. In 2008, he was the MVP runner-up to Kobe Bryant as he averaged 21 points, about 12 assists, and nearly 3 steals on 49% shooting. Many people actually think he should have won the MVP award that year. But Kobe was given the award, and did he deserve it? Sure. But I think it was also a recognition of the fact that Kobe finally had a top-seeded team. This version of Paul was fast, he was explosive, and he was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His court vision was insane. He was one of the greatest lob passers that I have ever seen. And obviously, he would go on to display that to an even greater extent in his Lob City days with the Los Angeles Clippers. Which admittedly will now be bittersweet to look back upon, knowing how it all ended with the Clippers organization. Now at this point, Chris Paul had been around for so long that a lot of people are forgetting just how good he was, but not just at his peak, but at various moments of his career. For a while, Chris Paul was kind of the very definition of turning back the clock. When he was with the Houston Rockets in 2018, they looked like they actually could be the team to defeat Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and the juggernaut Golden State Warriors. But it was Chris Paul's injury that actually sealed their fate. He then went to OKC and returned to All-Star status and actually finished 7th overall in the MVP voting. Then he goes to Phoenix and greatly improves their organization, finishing 5th in the MVP voting in 2021, and even manages to take that team to the NBA Finals. Listen, I know how this all works as somebody who's been an NBA fan for many years at this point. History does not look kindly on players who failed to win a championship, but the reality is Chris Paul was always making his teams better. He was a contender, he was competitive, and some things just happened to unfold in ways that were extremely unfortunate for him. I can only imagine if the trade to the Lakers wasn't blocked in 2011, what him and Kobe Bryant could have done together in Los Angeles. Dwight Howard probably would have joined in the following offseason as well, and Dwight is the exact type of center who thrives alongside of Chris Paul. To me, this is a very sad day in the NBA because this is not the way that a legendary career should end. But tragically, this is the dark side of longevity. It's nice to remind guys for years and years after your prime that you've still got it. But at the same time, this league is a business, and the day may come where no one has your back and where no one is giving you a call for your services. So what do you guys think? How would you sum up the career of Chris Paul? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Shout out to the members for supporting the channel, and thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.